Hello. Today I will be explaining the machine learning model in which I have analyzed some YouTube comments and I have clustered them to get an insight from them, like what is the sentiment behavior of the audience and what is the cultural patterns of those videos. So let's get started. First of all, this is my project folder. I have made two main folders, namely data and scripts. Data handles all those files from the CSV to the embeddings and all the figures we require to show what the output came. Secondly, I have the scripts and there I have used six main files, five of which are Pythonic files and one is the Jupyter notebook. So let's get started through the coding. This is the first Python code in which I have used YouTube API key from the Google API client, and these are the 50 videos. So I have fetched 50 YouTube comments and stored them into a merged song.json file. Like these are the songs I have kept, and there are nearly 5 lakh comments in them. But we all know that there is a principle which says garbage in, garbage out. If we train our model with the garbage values, we will get the garbage output. So it's of no use. So we will now clean this up. So for cleaning, the second Python file which says merge data, please ignore the file name. So there is a folder path and output JSON, and I have combined all those merged JSON format into the CSV format. Next, the basic filtering. We will now use regex and some stop words for the cleanliness of the words. Usually punctuation doesn't usually add value to the topic modeling, so we will remove them, and special characters such as has, at the rate, these are all garbage for our data analysis, so these will be handled by the third Python file. Next we have the NLP processing, in which we will remove emojis, stop words, and detect the script in Hindi or English. So basically, this is from the NLTK corpus, and the stop words. There are English stop words where there aren't any Hindi, so I have used some prominent Hindi stop words. And after some writing some code, I have just cleaned all of the data, and we finally get some clean files like clean Bhojpuri and filtered comments. So clean Bhojpuri will be the final file for us. Now we have the Jupyter notebook in which the main modeling has been is to be taken. So I will be using UMAP for plotting and dimension reduction. So these are the basic stuff using pandas to load the CSV files. Now using k-means clusters, I have used k is equals to 10. This is a heuristic approach of choosing 10 clusters, as at most a human can read up to 10 different themes, as there if we choose higher the number, then it won't make any sense for us, and if we choose less, then it would be underfit. So this is the basic heuristic approach I have chosen. Now for the cluster keyword extraction, so we will now cluster the main whatever the 10 clusters we made. Now we will cluster those. So as we can see, the 0th cluster got ha, ka, ma, na, guns, and so on. And here we can see the 7th cluster got the most of the counts. And also I forgot to mention that after cleaning, the comments reduced to nearly 1,70,000. This is at most one fourth of the our previous comment. So we can see the 7th cluster, which has the highest number of comments. It is the most sensible cluster with words which make sense. Now we will do topic modeling and using LDA. LDA is a process for the dimension reduction, and we will use also For the clusters making, I have used sentence transformer. The model is called all MPNet base V2. This is a 768 dimension model. So better the dimension, our clusters will be more sparse, and it won't be underfit. So, and now for the dimension reduction, I have used LDA model. Some basics, additional tasks like such as sentiment and emotion analysis. For sentiments, there is a free open source model called Distilbert base fine tune, and for the emotion pipe, there is a called J Hart from the J Hartman emotion English. These two are used for the emotion sentiments. Then for the final, we have to visualize the clusters and check whether our cluster makes sense or not. So I have used UMap and Matplotlib for those. So as we can see, all the 10 clusters are here arranged in this image. Some of them are overlapped and some are clearly visible. Some are very distant and some are very closely overlapped with each other. So what does it make sense? So first of all, we need to check whether our uh, k which we chose to be 10 makes sense or not. So here I have run a simple sellout score and the elbow method for our k from ranging 5 to 13. As at most we can read 5 themes, and at least we can read 5 themes, and at most we can go up to 13. So here the image didn't load, but I have the images. So for the image, like for the elbow method, this is we get for the random sampling of the elbow method up to 10k samples from the 1,70,000. But if we go up to for the 30k samples, we will get a good elbow point at the at the 9 clusters. Means if we have chosen 9 as the cluster count, then we have gotten some good results. So it makes sense that choosing 10 was a good assumption. And for the sellout score, the cluster shows that ninth has a good amount of value, but the 10 has very bad value. So this also proves that 9 can be chosen. And from the 10, it is not so good. Now for the last part, I have exploratory analysis, like for which of the YouTube videos was having most comments. So now let's go back to our readme. So here I have written all those necessary things. So our data composition was total comments were 5 lakh plus, randomly sampled were 2500k, because after cleanings we got this much. This was the video wise distribution system. So the video of with the artist name Pawan Singh got the highest views, and hence the comments. I have restricted the comments to 20,000, as more comments will hog up our data. So what were the insights? The insights were mainly male artists dominates the content volume with 30% of the data. Female artists and actresses are often objectified in the community. Only the video, this one was having only female characters and was dominated in the videos. Mostly the comments were praising. So we got that the actors like Pawan Singh and Khesari Lal are the main limelight of this community. So people are often attracted by these two artists. So these are the methodologies I have written in the readme file. So this is the final UMAP cluster what we got. Seventh says year based nostalgia and reference. So this was the mostly commented thing in the YouTube all over the 50 videos. So the conclusion was overlapping clusters like 2, 3 and 5 overlap, suggesting the strong interconnected artist fandoms. Isolated clusters like 8 and cluster 7 are visually separate, representing niche groups. So these are the things with what we got. So what is the use of this machine learning? So this shows an analysis of how people react, how companies like YouTube, Instagram, TikTok often use these type of analysis for their user experience. So that's all. Thank you.